Yo, it's That's the Thing, Accent Core, episode 0.15. Drew's doing something. I'm Kevin, and with me is
And I'm
Nolan.
not. Oh, and I'm Nolan.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're done. It's Monday. I don't care the date. Um, Things to talk about. Um, so Nolan, what do you think about Guilty Gear Strive being delayed? Because
It hurts.
yeah, on the one hand, I'm not thrilled that it's being delayed, but on the other hand, if they, I think it's a thing where if if not the podcast, if the delay happens and then on launch day the lobbies work uninterrupted, or I would even say 90%, because there's always, like, with internet, there's going to be some weirdness, and I'm okay with that. But if the lobbies are functional, and then it's like, okay, then that's fine. And then it's completely fine. Like, the servers go up and there's no drops, and because we already know in game when you're playing a match, it works good.
Yeah,
So
no, that rollback's great.
yeah. So if they make the lobby's net code as good as the actual in-game fight net code, then the delay is worth it. But if we get the full game and it's still kind of janky, then the delay was not worth it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I just thought, like, because during that beta, that was probably
Yeah.
bad thing. The only like sucky thing about it was just trying to actually get a match.
Yeah.
Wondering good. Everything else is great.
Yeah, and it's but it is also kind of the thing where I feel like I was like, okay, I was waiting for it, and now it's like another month away. It just keeps going away. I'm like, I wanted fighting games, and now it's in June.
I want it now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I was okay with it like a month, and now it's like 2 more months, and it's like, okay.
Listen, I think, well, me like everyone else, I've been getting antsy beta. Like,
Oh, I've been jonesing
oh,
for it.
dude, I need
I,
it.
it's one of those things where I haven't. I think I can basically take sort of the same tact as Pat from Pat, and it was just like I really like fighting games, but because of pandemic and bad netcode, I haven't played them for like a year. And then playing that like Guilty Gear, I'm like, oh, I like fighting game. It's fun. It's really good. And then it's like, oh no, you gotta wait. You gotta wait 3 more months. It's like, no, I'm scratching my neck. I'm so itchy.
So it's so warm in here.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I'm freezing. Oh God.
Oh, I need it. But it's just, it's. But I'm not quite that desperate where I'm like, okay, I need to go play like Skullgirls or anything. Like, I'm not. It's that it's guilt. It's also that it's Guilty Gear, and I like Guilty Gear, which kind of it's like I could play Battle of Gods or whatever.
Like so when I went on like vacation a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
had planned it perfectly so where right when I left, the Guilty Gear beta would, but then it got extended, and I just had to sit there and think, I'm like, do I want to
I
stay
want to just
on
come and
our
say,
Valentine's Day vacation just so I can play?
listen, it's that. Well, it's one of those things where you should have sat down and said, "No, I know we had a Valentine's Day thing, but Guilty Gear is it's only here. It's listen, we're gonna have Valentine's Day every year, but this Guilty Gear beta, it's gonna go away, and I'm not gonna have it. It's gonna get delayed for like 3 months."
I literally told her, I was like, look, I know it's Valentine's thing, but I am thinking about it, but I won't do it because I love you so much. But do remember, I had to think. That's how good this game is.
that's listen. That's how you know that's a true romance. Is that you did you
I
thought
did do
about
it.
it.
And I
Listen,
said no.
I'm considering.
Now that didn't stop me from like getting up during the night and going to play it while she was in bed,
Oh
and she
no,
has to
no,
get
listen,
up. And I said,
that like we're
"What
not
are
going
you
to be
doing?"
unreasonable.
Oh, I gotta play it now.
Yeah, it's there.
It's like 12 o'clock at night. It's when all the Japanese players are off.
Oh, that's where the killers.
Yeah, they're gonna dust me hard.
Man, like I wanted to try it. Like mentally, I've been thinking about Guilty Gear, and I'm like, with my new, more patient play style, I would have liked to try out seriously Axel or Zato, because maybe like that ranged I could make work. But like now I can't. I just gotta wait.
Listen, playing Nakarugi, I get just fucking taken down by a good Zato.
Yeah, I just
You get
like
zoned the fuck out.
yeah, man. But Nago's so cool. He's so cool. I wonder if they're gonna change some parts about him. Like I like make either his blood gauge go up less with certain moves or go up more. Like I don't
I
know.
feel it. So I never had that problem of like filling up my blood gauge all the way that much. So I think if they're going to do anything, they're going to be like, okay, we got to give him more blood,
Yeah, like
or it rises faster.
well, to me, like whenever I was trying, so when I was playing slow, it wasn't a problem. But when I was trying to just go in and do like a combo, like a big combo, I'd find that that's when my blood gauge would pop. When I was trying to do where you do like you do like the kick into the teleport forward
Teleport.
into like the first part of the Shoryuken, and then you teleport out of it. And I found it like doing that, and then your blood's like halfway, and I'm like, oh. But when you're just trying to do like the mid game, the blood wasn't that big a deal. But then it's like, yo, it starts to get a problem. Or they could always just make the command grab give way more back. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like hey, if he did a combo, now you got to worry about the command grab basically putting him back to 0 so he can do it again. But then again, like I need that game. I want to play it.
Got that hankering.
Yeah, it's the kind of game where if I play a game so much that it starts to make my hands feel a little sore, then I know it did good. Or I have to force myself to take breaks. I'm like, oh, you made yourself a good game. But man, I still feel I'd rather a game be delayed than come out poor. Like, that's always rough whenever you get the game and then it just doesn't work day one. Looking at you,
what?
Dragon Ball Z fighters.
Looking at you, Marvel vs. Capcom. Looking at you, Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Hey.
Looking at you the first day of the Guilty Gear Strive beta. When everyone was like, I need it. Yeah. I've been craving it. What have you been up to this week?
Oh, not too much. I kind of fell into a classical hole of like, oh, it's that time of year, time to play XCOM again.
Ooh! Yeah, XCOM, original XCOM, XCOM 2, the old one.
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2 is good. I really like. I've tried playing the original XCOM UFO Defense, and there's like a certain level of PC game where it is too old and I can't handle it. It's not that it's bad. Like XCOM UFO Defense, cool game. I just can't play it. But I do love like the newer XCOM and XCOM 2. Both of those great. Fantastic games. I think I did it. I don't know. So since Nolan's muted, I'm just gonna keep talking until he comes back. If you come back, just come back whenever you can. It's fine. So like when I was thinking about it, about XCOM, I always liked how you got your squad unit, and you'd always have one, and your dude was getting really good. Especially once they get psionics. Once you get psionics and you can start like dominating the enemy, oh, that's the good stuff.
I play a lot differently because I always try to rush weapons first.
Ah. Although it is cool to get the plasma weapons, I'm not gonna lie. Once you hit laser gun, I'm like, oh man.
Listen, once you get that early game, it's over.
Yeah, you get
And
those
you're just, like,
sectoids.
Burn them down.
Yeah, you just blowing them up, stealing the technology. Man, XCOM's good.
So like, there's usually a period, at least like once, either a year, or every 2 years, where I'm just like, man, I kind of just need something to play right now. Oh yeah, XCOM 2. I'll just do another playthrough.
I mean, XCOM 2's super good.
So good.
I mean, I would say modern XCOM is so good that even the not XCOMs are still good. Like, I still sing the praises of Rabbids X Mario because it's just Mario XCOM and it works just fine. And you're like, man, this game's good.
Because you know a game's good when everyone starts stealing the formula.
Well, it's also that you can steal the formula and still come out with gold. Like, even if it's like slightly degraded, you're like, man, that game's still like a 9 out of 10. Superb. It's just the same game. But Mario XCOM, there's a couple little shenanigans to it, but like still, it's that game. There's the Warhammer one, which I'm intending to play at some point, which is
the Mechanicum.
Yeah, Mechanicus. I want to play that at some. That's on like my queue of games to play. I haven't bought it, but I will at some, because it's like I watched the Mandalore video and he was saying, "Yep, this is a best Warhammer game because it's just XCOM," and I'm like, "Yep, there you go, shooting Necrons." So yeah, but yeah, XCOM's great.
I'm trying to use my Guilty Gear hole.
Yeah.
For now.
Have you had any battle stories you'd like to share? Any boldly grasping defeat from the jaws of victory?
Well, yeah.
There you go.
There's only one. So far, one's been actually pretty good, even though I'm doing it on what's the one right above Commander? The second hardest difficulty.
I don't know, but I just know it's hard. I think I always play those games on like normal, and then I'm like struggling.
No, I tried to do like a hard Iron Man.
Yeah, there you go.
I think like 2 days ago, and I got just destroyed. I'm like, ugh.
It's amazing how much giving like 1 health to like a sectoid will do to just effing you up. That's what those things are called.
The problem I have with the King monsters, the special monster DLC.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I never did the Chosen or whatever. I never did.
Oh
that
no, not those. The Viper King and the Berserker Queen.
Oh.
It's because they get actions do an act.
Damn. Yeah, like I never.
So essentially, it's at one point I'm like, okay, this mission is pretty much done. Archon King shows up, knocks out like half my team, kills one, and then all I have left is a Spark. That's it. I'm like, I didn't have damage to. I got like 3 lucky hits in. Just no. Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here.
I love it. I love it. Those kinds of games that basically give you a story, and you're like that's why I've been watching. I think I tweeted, but it's like Krug Smash's Dwarf Fortress videos because I think Dwarf Fortress is like the coolest game that is impossible to play. And then they're like that game has no user interface or graphics, but man, like the stories like that come out of it are superb. Like currently the one I'm watching, like the fortress is ruled by a necromancer who is the mayor and he's a good necromancer because he raised the dead of a guy when they were attacked by a troll, and now he's just like a zombie hanging out, and everyone's cool with it. It's neat.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
As games go, it's been about it. I've been watching just a lot of stuff this week.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, you go.
No, go ahead, man.
Oh, I was just gonna say like watching stuff while my dad and I are waiting for Nicolas Cage versus Five Nights at Freddy's to get down to a decent price. We've just started watching movies that apparently we should have and I've never seen before. It's like last week we watched Apocalypse Now, which he's seen but I didn't. And I really like that movie. I watched the theatrical cut, not the like Drew had a problem because he watched like the 4-hour cut, and I think that'd be a little bit too much. But
I think it's the director's cut of it.
Yeah, like I just watched like the theatrical cut's already long. I don't need even any more. But that movie's really good. I really like that movie. I think this week
I'm kind of in that camp with you because I've also never seen Apocalypse Now, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's like there's I think what happens is people just get holes in their filmography or whatever that like it's a movie where you got to go, okay, I'm gonna go sit down and watch this movie, but I need to like pay attention to it instead of just like whatever. So like one of the things that's on the list of movies that I've never seen is I've never seen The Godfather Part 1 and 2. Like that's just movies that have passed me by because it's kind of like I'm either wanted to watch some trash
category with that because I've watched The Godfather Part 2, but I've never seen Part 1.
Yeah, it's things like there's gaps that I need to see to fill in the blanks. I think so. This week or today I'm recording. The plan is I've never seen Coming to America, so I'm gonna watch that movie because I want to.
Are you gonna watch the sequel?
Well, I don't know. We might watch the sequel.
Listen, I watched like 10 minutes of that. I'm like, this isn't as good already.
Okay, because I haven't like we were like my dad was because I think that's what he was on Amazon Prime and they had ads for it and he was asking me like, have you ever seen the original? And I'm like, no. And he goes, well, we should watch that. But I'm assuming that the sequel probably will not be as good due to in some ways, I get the feeling that trying to make a late 80s, early 90s comedy in like 2020 is not going to carry over the same way.
See, now it's a maybe. Like, I've only gotten a little bit into it, but I don't know if he could turn it around.
Yeah.
If he can do everything, I hate to say, but if he can do everything the exact same from the first movie again, it'd probably be good.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of movies that are sort of like that, where you're going in there and you're just kind of like, if you just gave me the first movie again, I would not mind. I feel like that was my feeling on the Terminator Dark Fate or whatever, the last one, where if it was just the plot of Terminator 1 but with new characters, like Arnold and old Sarah Connor weren't in there, it was just the new characters doing the exact same thing as Terminator 1, I would have been like, that's a pretty good movie. Like, 4 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5, 7 out of 10, decent. And I feel like there's a couple movies like that where you're looking and you're like, if you literally like almost shot for shot just remade the other movie, I probably would have been fine with it. Maybe tweaked a joke here or there. But it's like, yeah. But yeah, that's on my list.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to watch good movies while I'm waiting.
There's 4 Eddie Murphy movies to watch, and it's Golden Child, Coming to America, Trading Places, and Beverly Hills Cop 1.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. Love Beverly Hills Cop 1. That's a good movie. But it's kind of like so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, I don't know if my dad has seen Black Dynamite, but I'm going to recommend that one because I love Black Dynamite. And I think my dad, because we've seen enough kung fu movies and blaxploitation movies, would enjoy it.
You got to start up with a watching of Dolomite.
Yeah, Dolomite.
Go to Black Dynamite.
Kind of going with that. Oh, all those.
And you can watch. What's the movie? It's the Bruce Leroy movie.
I know what you're saying. Is it The Last Dragon?
I think it's The Last Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one with the glow.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I forgot.
All those movies would be perfect to watch, like right after Coming to America.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. The Last Dragon.
Sure.
It's funny because like apparently there's like a Disney Pixar movie or something that's like Raya and the Last Dragon or something, and that came up and I'm like, that is not the movie I remember.
Bruce Leroy shows up in the end.
Oh, then that's incredible. He uses the glow. What's the villain in that movie's name? I forgot his name.
Oh, the other villain. I can't remember either.
God. Oh, what am I looking for? Yes, Sho'nuff! The Shogun of Harlem.
Harlem.
That's the one where that's the one where I remember.
He walks into the movie theater.
Yeah.
And asks his minions, who's the Shogun of Harlem? They go, Sho'nuff.
I love it.
So dumb, I love it.
It's great.
Oh, okay, so this isn't a good movie, but it's a great movie.
No, that's...
to just sit down and watch. Because this is what I watched this week, and I had some friends over, and we watched Psycho Goreman.
That is on my list. So is Psycho Goreman good? Like, is it...
It is real. It is real.
Okay, because I was, like, I watched the trailer, and I think, because my thoughts on it were, at least it said not rated, and if that is, not rated because of it's actually an R-rated movie, then that movie's going to be fantastic. But if it's not, if it's actually... not rated, but it's actually like a PG-13 style movie, then it's not going to be as good.
No, it is not rated because there's heads getting blown up.
Good. That's what that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to hear.
And, visual body horror and people being enslaved.
Good.
With mind powers.
That's what I want to see.
Fantastic.
I do know that Rich Evans is in it as one of the minions or whatever. He's just like,
Oh my god!
yeah, and then and then he explodes or something, which is good.
No, Psycho Gorman punches through him,
That's what I want to hear.
dude. So it's like like all bad movies like this. The first minute kind of slow, but there's literally a point where I guess like a switch is flipped and it gets amazing.
Oh, so it's one of those. It's like that's kind of like how Mandy was,
Yeah,
where
it's
Mandy, like the first third of it is even half of it's just kind of slow and methodical, and then it just goes off the rails and it's a ride.
yeah. Don't worry, you're not gonna wait like 45 minutes for fun stuff to happen.
Okay,
You gotta give it like 10. 10 and
good,
then good to go.
good. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, Psycho Gorman is on my list. I also put, because of Red Letter Media, I did put that Banana Splits movie on like the queue of to watch at some point. Because like I didn't watch the Red Letter Media review of Psycho Gorman because that's one where mentally I'm like I want to watch this, so I didn't watch their review of it. I didn't want spoilers.
So I've already known about the banana splits for a while. That's because I saw someone else review it,
Yeah,
and I agree with what they have to say about it. It's better than
the
Wally's
Nicholas.
Wonder World,
Yeah.
but it's still not great.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm expecting trash. That's a movie where like I think right now it's like at the $3 range to rent it, and my brain's like, yeah, that's like a $3 movie. Like if I'm paying, it's not one where you're like, here's the day and date release, $20. It's like no, Lord no. But if it's like here's $2, I'm like, yeah, okay. I will watch a garbage movie for $2, but I will not watch a garbage movie for like $20.
Yeah.
Also, I have to be in the mood for garbage. Like if I'm in the mood for trash, then that's okay. But if I'm like if I'm trying to watch like a for real movie and then I get the Banana Splits movie, then that's no, not at all. You know what? Okay, so I have Nolan. How much do you know about Bob's Burgers? Like, how much Bob's Burgers have you seen?
So I've watched a good amount of Bob's Burgers, but I've watched them while they were on TV.
Yeah, yeah, that's like. So, do you know who Jimmy Pesto is?
That name sounds familiar, but I
He's
can't remember.
he's like the guy across the street from Bob's Burgers who's kind of a dick.
Oh yeah, he has the rival.
Yeah. So apparently the voice actor of Jimmy Pesto was one of the crew at the January 6th riots,
Whew.
which is so in character.
That
Like
might be a bit.
incredible.
That might be a bit, and I like it.
That's incredible. I just that news came across my Twitter. Might be fake, maybe redacted. I don't care. Find me. But I think that's funny.
Can't remember. Oh, the only I actually got to sit down this week and watch some anime, which is the first time in a long while.
Oh, anime.
And I watched through more Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I need to catch. I watched that show in like 3 or 4 episode burst, and then I'll stop watching it and I'll let it refill. The last I watched of it was it was, I think Panda had his fight against the robot guy.
Okay, good. That's like 3 episodes behind, so you're good.
Yeah, okay. So like that was cool. Panda. The more I know about Panda, he's rising up on my tier list.
Panda's, Panda's a good big brother
Yeah, he is.
for all the little kids.
He's,
So I got to watch more of that. I actually sat down and watched One Piece for the first time in a long while.
oh,
Still trying to play with the 1 hour.
yeah, the Wano art. The one where
Still,
they actually start animating it.
yeah. And I picked up one new series, which I really do like,
What is it?
which is So What? I'm a Spider.
Okay, that one. Is that good?
It is really.
Okay, because like, if that is the good slime, okay. So here's gonna.
Okay, so I was about to tell you that it's all the good parts of the May and all the bad parts fixed.
Okay, I was gonna say the key thing is when the slime or when the spider protagonist befriends a monster, if do they turn into a sexy lady? If so, it is not. I'm gonna pass. If not, then I will intrigued because that was the part.
No, because it's literally been 7 episodes of her killing everything that's in sight that she can,
Okay,
eating
good.
it so she can evolve.
Good, because I was. That's the part where I kind of like lost interest and I got turned into a slime, where all the monsters just turned into sexy anime girls, and I was like, okay, I'm sick of this. I liked it better when it was just monsters. And you can always have one or two sexy anime ladies, have like an elf or whatever, but like where the lizard people turned into sexy anime ladies, I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here.
I think the overall idea is actually better because it's not like one person getting sent to the isekai world. It's like an entire.
Oh, is
Like
it?
everyone else is like humans and elves and like dragons and shit. And she got turned into a spider.
Oh, okay. That's more interesting.
So like you jump through like everyone else like looking for everybody and doing man going to school, and then just her in the dungeon murdering shit.
Okay. Now I will investigate. There's also that one where it's like Eye Patch Wolf was talking about it. It's that one where like the girl has the egg and then the egg turns into a lady and then she has to protect it from monsters or whatever.
I didn't see that one.
I don't
I'm sure.
know.
I'm only watched it because I saw that on Mother's Basement Best of Winter.
Listen, that is now how I watch anime. I either have like it has to be Mother's Basement or Eye Patch Wolf says this show is good, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch an episode now.
Got it. You got it.
I'm like, okay, Eye Patch Wolf, you tell me what to watch. And he's like, you need to watch. That's not like that's whenever he says like one of his things like, oh, I watched this anime. I'm like, okay, I'll watch the first episode of it. Thank you.
There was something else. No, but that show I think has the best isekai joke I've seen in a while, which is, oh yeah, if I get the appraise skill, I it's legendary or not.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, time to use the appraise skill on this piece of ore. Maybe it's going to be like legendary magic, and it goes rock. It's like, huh? Let me try this one, rock.
Yeah.
Let me use it on my spell, spider.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, it's level 1, so of course it's nothing.
Yeah, it's just what you can look at. It's like, yeah, it's a rock.
There's a frog. There's another spider. That's a plant. That's a wall.
Okay, so I have two ways we could segue from this conversation. Segue 1 is a talk about how I've played some D&D, and segue 2 is we talk about the other Isekai Space Jam 2. Where should we roll?
I think Space Jam 2 will be fast, so we can get that out of the way.
Okay, we'll talk about some Space Jam 2. So, Space Jam 2, the stills images coming out. People are upset that Lola Bunny is not as hot as she used to be. The internet is abuzz with conversations. Also, it's weird
How
that
upset they are. The pervert upset. Everyone's upset.
everyone's upset. I don't care because I think the new design's fine. I do also agree with internet tweeting that Lola Bunny from the Looney Tunes show is an optimal Lola Bunny where she's just weird. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's weird. Oh, you go.
The first thing I looked at when I saw the new design was like, why does that look like Slappy Squirrel?
That's a positive. If they make her...
Listen, if she's just like a Slappy Squirrel-esque, grumpy basketball player, I'd be happy with that.
Oh, I'm super down. If she's like, yep, like if they go all in and they try to just make her like Slappy Squirrel, then that's an improvement. Slappy Squirrel rules.
It's a top tier.
I don't know how I feel about like the plot leaks of Space Jam 2 where it's going to be going through all like the Warner Brothers properties and like the DC heroes and crap show up. And like
that also means that Scooby-Doo in the gang.
Yeah,
oh
like
god, there's all the Hanna-Barbera stuff gets to come in.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. Like Space Jam 2 is such a bizarre like I feel like I don't know how that's going to work.
Now, if they do that, but it's a tournament, there might be something there.
Okay, now you're selling me. If it's
if it's everyone has a team.
Yeah, like if it's the universal tournament of Dragon Ball Super but with basketball.
Yeah.
Then I'm fairly interested.
For DC, none of the big cheers could show up if there's an emergency, so you got like Booster Gold and Elastic Man.
Oh man,
all the B cheers. So else there's the Hanna-Barbera team that's just like the Laugh Olympics team.
Yeah, and then you see him get like sadly erased and destroyed.
Yeah. Oh no! Like a big pencil comes down and erases them out of existence.
Oh, that'd be wild! Like in like Roger Rabbit.
There's some like Beyonder type guy that orchestrated the tournament.
Apparently, there is apparently the thing is it's like Don Cheadle is an AI who's like trying to do this for some reason.
Oh.
Like he is the tournament organizer. He is the Xeno organizing it.
And then of course the evil team shows up.
Oh yeah.
No, there'd be a Monstars team, and then there's the actual new evil.
Oh man, you got like the meme team or something where it's like the YouTubers and crap.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's what it's called. You got the Dream Team, and they have to fight the meme team.
No, if I'm going to be honest, if they're going to do like they did before, it's just going to be like evil versions of current basketball players. They're being either mind controlled or something.
Because you could do some shit where like it's LeBron James and the Looney Tunes, and then the other people don't know who the Looney Tunes are. I think that'd be a funny joke.
Yeah. That would be good. Oh, shit. Now I'm thinking about it. You could also have the Cartoon Network team on there.
Yeah, you could. Like
the youngins.
Yeah. What if so what if they are incredibly smart? I do not think they're this smart and this bold, but if Cyber Dwarf shows up And the Barkley, so Barkley 2 was canon.
Oh
It
my
happened.
god.
Yeah, like because remember, Baltheos is the grandson of LeBron James, who shows up canonically in in Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden 2. You could have Shadow Barkley show up, and then T-Rex Barkley.
You got Joanna Man helping out.
Yeah, like be
Fucking Wilford Brimley's on the sideline coaching.
yeah, but remember, Wilford Brimley died. So there's no one to stop the diabetes.
The diabetes.
The diabetes is reigning unchained. Like if someone like if I was
Okay,
they need to do a chaos
if they
dunk.
did that, they'd have to lose like round 1 or 2, get them out of there. So they can keep going with the actual movie.
Oh yeah, they can't do it because everyone be like so intense. Like I just want to see, or like in that NBA story mode where they had like Devil Michael Jordan sitting on the throne.
Okay, so I wish that was a story mode. That was just the opening. I'm like, holy fuck!
Yeah, because that
I would play
opening
this shit if this is an
ruled.
actual game.
That opening like that, and then that story mode was just about like that. God, what the hell was his name? That like the hanger on to the main.
Oh no, that was the one previous, which was Spike Lee's.
Yeah, the Spike Lee one,
the story by Spike Lee,
where it was like
involving the ghost bench.
yeah, the guy who's like your like the main character's shitty friend who was like trying to hang on for money, and then he died, and at the end he came back as a ghost and goes, "I was the hero all along."
Oh, well, this is actually my story.
It's like, what the hell? Get out of here, Spike
What?
Lee.
No. He actually blackmailed me, the character. I hate him.
Yeah, he was like a scumbag. He was a literal scumbag who tried to use the main character's athletic prowess and tried to just get as much money as he could. It's awful.
No, that's fucking that other opening. I love it so much.
Oh, that opening's sick.
As soon as you see Michael Jordan like on a throne with all the rings, I'm like, what?
And it's like
JRPG boss is this?
Yeah, and his eyes were just like glowing red. Just like, oh man, that'd be sick.
Wait, who's okay? Then they'd have to build up Michael Jordan's 4 Heavenly Kings.
Yeah, you have like Larry Bird.
Oh no, yeah, no. It's literally just the original championship Bulls team.
Yeah.
And then just Jordan's at the top.
I was gonna say Bill Murray shows up because he was in the other one.
Yeah, but he's like old now.
Yeah, but that's the joke.
He gets up and he dies.
Yeah, that's the joke. He's the one that has to be like destroyed by Jordan because he can't ball anymore. So like he's like erased, or he gets.
But every scene he's in, every scene he's in, he's just sitting down because he's so tired.
Yeah,
they're paying him a lot of money.
There you go.
I wish.
I mean, there's like if just make someone do the chaos dunk. Make someone do the chaos dunk. Please. Go into space.
That's what I want.
Like that's how it should end. Have T-Rex Barkley get chaos dunked on.
No. LeBron. No. Wait, hold on. I'm like going through my head because.
Yeah, no, take your time. This is important.
So, instead, Charles Barkley shows back up, and him and LeBron do a chaos dunk for the ending. But then that starts a new timeline.
Yeah.
Which is Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden Sigma.
Oh, I like it. I like it. It's just that Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden is like one of the most beautiful things. It's a shame that like it just couldn't work. I love so much about that game. Like the tone of it. It's so stupid. But it just works. Man.
I just like it. Like, so my friend recently found out about it and went ahead and started playing it.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
incredible.
think like a year ago. He's like, "The fuck? Where was this game at?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was just hidden. No one knew about it."
Yeah, it's just
But we'll have to see as more Space Jam news unfolds in the future.
yeah, yeah.
So, you got to play some D&D this week?
Oh yeah. So one of my internet friends, was running a D&D game, and I decided to join up and do it. And I really like D&D. Playing it, what I've discovered, so like I've I've tried to play D&D a few times in the past, and I just can't because doing the dungeon master work, I don't like it. I feel like it's homework. But actually playing Dungeons and Dragons is pretty fun. So what happens is there's like and you're just going around. My character is a dragon man who likes to eat people because he's evil, but not stupid evil. He's trying to be good. But I just enjoy it. I like D&D. I think it's fun. If whoever's doing Dungeon Masters, Godspeed to you. God bless. Because you got to do a lot of work and deal with a lot of trash. And I ain't gonna do it. I tried.
I've always wanted to try to do like DM.
The thing is, like, it's a lot of work, and you got to do like you got to plan a bunch of stuff, and that's kind of like if you are DMing, you gotta take time. Like that's your hobby or whatever. Like if you're gonna take time generally in your day, it's like okay, I can either like I'm done with the work stuff. I can either what am I trying to say? I would say it's like active hobby time, where like if I'm watching a movie, like a trash movie, or like a YouTube video, that's like passive where I don't really pay attention to it. But if I'm playing a video game or having to pay attention to watch something, then that's like an act or do like Warhammer models, then that's like an active hobby. And if you're doing dungeon mastering, that's like your active hobby because you gotta like write down all the characters and stuff, like the NPCs in the town and set up stuff and
Take
kind of
time to put everything together.
yeah, you gotta like, all right, so this is the thing, and we're going here, and this is the dungeon, and if they try to like if they try to like break down a wall, there's an ogre in there, and that you can talk to the ogre, and its name is Bill, and Bill the ogre, like if they give him some food, would actually help them out, but will betray on the final boss, and it's that kind of thing, where you gotta make sure you kind of know what you're doing. And it is work, but it's fun.
Okay, so I kind of had the idea of if I was going to DM a game, where I would DM it with someone else, where me and someone else would like work to build up the world,
Yeah.
and then like switch in and out, to either like help the heroes or be villains or something like that.
Apparently, what? So I am looking like I'm still distracted because I was looking at Space Jam 2, and apparently it's like LeBron James gets sucked into like the Warner Brothers whatever. So yeah, it is like Mad Max apparently might show up in there. You know, like how Ready Player One did.
Yeah, I don't want that though.
So like you might have Bugs Bunny and LeBron James in The Shining or shit like that. Although if they showed up in Mortal Kombat,
You know what?
eh,
Like someone shoots the ball up and you hear, "Get over here."
yeah, I'd be down. Honestly, I'm just trying to see what kind of crap Warner Brothers has. I'm trying to find a list.
They have a listen. They don't have as much crap as Disney, but they have a lot of
Oh
crap.
there's a oh yeah, they basically have okay, yeah, you're right. They have like all of Cartoon Network, and it's like all of Cartoon Network. Oh, they have like New Line Cinema. They have Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has a bunch of weird like Lord of the Rings has weird rights to it because
Are
of
we
like
going to get a point where all four of the hobbits stack on top of each other and dunk it?
that'd be dope. Because it's I
I'd
know
laugh.
it's weird because it's like I know Games Workshop also has Lord of the Rings the license to it, and I think it's because there was like the movie and the book. People have different rights to each one. It's like bizarre.
Well, I take the thing. I think Warner Brothers owns video game and movie rights.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm just looking. So, oh Lord, Austin Powers is in there as a New Line Cinema, which is Warner Brothers. So is
Shit.
no, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is made by them, but I know Nickelodeon has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, because I'm thinking, because I think Warner Brothers also owns Miramax, so
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah. It's
every Tarantino movie.
yeah. Apparently, they have The Mask.
Oh my, yes.
Oh man, this is weird. There's a lot of weird
Wait,
shit.
does Warner Brothers own the Tick?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They have they have it, The
They
Matrix.
uh, they got the right to Godzilla as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that there's some weird movies in here.
Wait, Do they have the rights to all the Saturday morning cartoons from like the mid 2000s?
I don't Oh god, so like Shaolin Showdown and shit?
Yeah,
I would assume so. Because it showed like
Men in Black the series, they'd
yeah,
have
like
that.
that like it would make
Ghostbusters Extreme, they'd have that.
that would make sense. I'm just
Oh my,
oh yeah, cuz like they would have it if in oh oh man, that's weird. That's really weird. Because like anything that showed up on WB, I'm assuming like they have.
yeah,
So yeah, we could get Coconuts Fred's Fruit Salad Island showing up.
yeah, great.
Although they could have. Oh man, there's some weird. Yeah, there's weird. There's some weird shit that's like actually part of like part of Warner Brothers and cartoons. I think I still if I was I would throw in the Cyberdwarf in Balthios. I would spend that money. I would spend like the $8 it would take to get the license to Cyberdwarf, and I would put that inside that movie. I'd be like,
I like I like how we're asking questions about a movie that definitely does not exist or ever will exist.
Space Jam 2?
No,
Our fictional Space Jam 2?
the Space Two in our minds and in our hearts.
What it should be, but not what
Yeah,
it will be. Like what it will be is kind of weak and weak sauce, but what we
it's
actually
just going to
want
be the same movie but with like new monsters and that's it.
in like some
But
movie.
the idea of a basketball tournament.
Yeah, like the tournament of power, but basketball, and you're putting in all this weird shit together, and then you have like the thing where you have like this God, what am I trying to like? You have this level of of uh of under like the story that's also Charles Barkley show, like the tone. Like yeah, the tone of Barkley 2, but also a tournament where all these things are teaming up and having to fight, but instead of fighting, it's basketball.
It'll be known as the Looney Tunes tournament arc.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! I forgot.
What was that?
Looney Tunes Extreme.
Oh, dude, that would be crazy. Like the lunatics show up. I would.
Oh, okay.
I would put that as like the enemy. So like it's Jordan and the lunatics.
Ticks. Yeah.
Because that's like the edgy 90s extreme version. And Jordan was the 90s basketball, so like that's the team. Where it's like, why would I team up with you, Bugs, when the new Bugs is like crazy and extreme and has lightning powers? That's what I need to prove my basketball at power. Like Griffith.
I desire
Jordan.
more basketball power.
Yeah, he's Virgil. Sitting on top of the Kaiflon. What would it be? Like Jordan? Jordan's in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like so there's the mysterious new member of the team Jay. Which is Michael
he's
Jordan's
like
humanity.
For like half the time.
Yeah. And at the end
Who could
he's
that be? Who is that?
Who is that? And then at the end, Jay slams a basketball into the Ordensen, and it becomes Jordan, the Alpha and the Omega. He just has the Yamato for some reason.
It's just fucking. Oh God, I wish. In all honesty, like that's some shit like Lord and Miller would do.
Yeah.
Or did with Spider-Man. We're like, yeah, just throw our shit in there. Who cares?
Yeah, do it. Do it. Have like
I got to see who's writing this movie, and like maybe.
Oh, it's probably trash. It's probably like hot trash. Like it's probably like the lamest shit. Like my brain says that movie's gonna be like the most milk toast kind of like Who is it? Yeah, I'm looking. Who is it? Screenplot. I don't know who these people are.
I feel like they wouldn't pull a nobody director for Space Jam 2.
The directors did Undercover Brother, Soul Man, Scary Movie 5, Barbershop: The Next Cut, The Best Man.
No.
So he's just kind of like, he's done some Kevin Hart movies, basically. That's the director.
Okay, no, it's not going to be that smart then.
It's not going to be like a wild shit. It's going to be fairly standard. Like, I feel like this is going to be fairly, like, milk toast.
Look, if it can just be tournament, that's enough for me. That's at least one step forward. Oh, well, we're gonna have to see.
We will see.
What? If it comes out by the time theaters are back open, actually, I take it back. I won't even need that.
Yeah, it's on It's on. Yeah, that'll shit'll show up on whatever HBO.
There you go. Oh, I did actually watch the start of something else.
All right.
This week.
Because that also makes me remember I watched a movie on HBO Max. I watched The Little Things with
oh yeah, is that good?
It's okay. It's all right. Like I thought it would be really good, but it's kind of like it's like an average movie, but Denzel's performance elevates it to like all right. Like it'd be like a 6 out of 10, but Denzel gives it an extra point. But it's eh.
Okay, good. I watched another. Actually, I watched a worse movie than that.
What's that?
And it's something that came out just recently. It's the Tom and Jerry movie.
Okay, how is the Tom and Jerry movie?
Dude,
Because
it is trash.
okay, so it is the hot trash. It's just that trailer with the animation, and you're like, man, they really did a good job on like CG 3D Tom and Jerry.
You'd think that, and then you watch 20 minutes in the movie, and you're like, this does not look good at all.
Oh, so we saw like the money shot cleaned up versions for the trailer. Because I was worried that movie was gonna have the quality.
It seems like it's
like mentally when I was seeing that movie, I thought it was gonna be something like a direct to video kind of movie.
pretty much is.
But just
It's on that level.
They really like rendered the trailer out superbly so that people would trick and think that that's what it's going to look like all the time.
Like when it's cartoon characters interacting with other cartoon characters, it looks good. But it's when it's the characters interacting with anything else from normal life, it looks awful.
Yeah, so it's one of the cuz like whenever you're doing like I remember like reading all the stuff like Roger Rabbit and stuff, and that thing takes so much effort to get looking correct. To have like a cartoon pick up something real, it's like rough. Even in like CG shit, like that's hard to do. But man, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am like, eh. I'm expecting it.
If I can find the time, I might go back and finish it. But for now, it's a don't watch.
All right, that's good to know. That'll be ending it on. And then
like it starts out awful too. Because all your main characters are kind of pieces of shit.
Oh, like that's the always problem when you have like a cartoon movie and you put humans in there is that I'm like, get these humans out of here. I felt that way about like the Michael Bay Transformers movies, where like I just wanted to see the robots, and then you give me like these shitty humans. Like I don't care. Get them out of here. At least in Bumblebee, the human
main character girl who's like, oh, I can't keep a job. Let me go into this hotel because I sneak in and get free continental breakfast with it. Now let me trick this lady interviewing for the job to get out of here. Now I'll interview the job using her resume. This is my hero?
That's kind of that's
Why
not
am I
a
cheering for her.
Yeah, that's my quote unquote millennial outrage is like, so now I have to like fight some woman who's gonna like steal my resume for my entry level hotel job.
No, it's not entry level. It's a high level hotel job.
Oh, so she's trying to steal my identity theft hero.
Yes,
it's great. I love it.
And there's a really bad part where like Tom's in an alleyway with a bunch of cats. And I'm like, oh, it's the cats from the cartoon. Maybe they're gonna sound the same. Oh no, they just sound really black.
Oh.
They're a street gang. I don't like
Oh, no.
Like, yo, dog, what you doing on our turf? I'm like, ugh.
Oh, man.
Need to take a step back there, guys.
yeah, you gotta. No, listen, that's just being faithful to the old Tom and Jerry cartoons where they had, like, the racist caricature black maid lady that would show up in some of them. And you'd be like, oh, that isn't good. I remember as a kid, you saw that one, like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I used to laugh at this. Ooh, don't feel good about it right now.
Or like, I would say, like, as a kid, I would saw that character, and I was like, ooh, that's a little bit too much there. That's, like, whenever you'd see, like, an old Looney Tunes character, and you're like, yeah, this was, and your brain kind of stops forgetting, like, yo, this was made in, like, the 50s. And, like 40s, 30s, and 50s. Like, it was a very progressive time. When was Tom and Jerry? Well, again, all right, Wikipedia. All right,
Stop calling black people the N-word, so, pretty progressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's we're Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So like Tom and Jerry was like 40s through 50s, so that's when it started. So it's kind of like, yeah, there's some baggage in there. There's some baggage in there. Not and listen, like I'm just saying, man. Although they could have also gone in with like, because remember Tom and Jerry also went to the Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
Oh God, I forgot it.
Remember that? 'Cause that happened. Oh man. They also went to the Wizard of Oz.
They went to a lot of places.
Man. Yo, because all I'm saying is that this could make the Space Jam 2 far weirder. You have like the Wizard of Oz and then the Oompa Loompas. Like you have like the Tom and Jerry team. That's just all the Tom and Jerry crossovers. And they have to fight Scooby-Doo team with all the Scooby-Doo crossovers. You have to fight like Don Knotts. He's there. Man, I've got to end the podcast. I'm gonna make myself disappointed by seeing the actual Space Jam 2 because our fictionalized Space Jam 2 is too good.
I forgot about two characters that are going to be in Space Jam.
Who's that?
Two very pivotal Looney Tunes that have not horribly aged at all.
Who? Lay them down.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh Lord, you're correct.
And Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. You gotta put them in there.
As someone who watched the new Looney Tunes show,
yeah,
I like that new portrayal of Speedy, which is like, yeah, I own a Mexican restaurant, no big deal.
Good. Just keep it. I like Speedy Gonzales cartoons. I think you could salvage that character. I don't know. Pepe Le Pew is going to be kind of rough.
I don't know how you're going to change pseudo skunk rapist.
Yeah, like Pepe Le Pew, Me Too, ain't going to work out too well. He goes, I like to molest the women, and then they just kick him out of it. He just like.
Oh, we forgot a totally another aspect to this.
What's that?
Because Pepe isn't the only skunk. There's also his daughter.
Oh yeah, the Tiny Toons.
And who comes to that? The Tiny Toon Adventures.
Oh man, you know what you could do is to show like all the questionable Looney Tunes get destroyed by like the villain to show like his power, because you got to have that character.
Yeah, first act they get like what they get dipped.
Yeah,
like in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, like you gotta have like the villain show he's evil, so he gets rid of all like the questionable characters. And they're like, okay, you're gone now. It's like, oh man,
not PC, and like dunks them into acid.
Yeah, I think that's good. So anyway, in conclusion...
Wow, this really turned into the Space Jam 2 cast.
Is the Space Jam Theory cast. I think it shows that despite how stupid Space Jam is, it has such a core, like, just in my heart, there's like this like core of like, I want more Space Jam. And it's weird because I think it's the aspect that it is the basketball tone to it, because like you could say all of this same shit with Ready Player One and my brain just like completely ignores it. But if you said the exact same plot of Ready Player One, but they had to play basketball, my brain is like, okay.
No, they had to play insert sport here.
Yeah. Then my brain.
And they're playing against other franchises.
Yeah. Then my brain's like, yeah.
Oh. Great. My ape brain go, ooh.
Yeah, neuron activated. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I want to see how how the Iron Giant slam dunks a basketball versus the Orcs. I'm in there. Let's go.
It's the Gundam teeing up on Iron Giant,
Yeah.
trying to box him out.
Yes. I'm unrealistically excited about it.
Oh.
We're like, oh. So anyway, later days.
Come back next week for more Space Jam 2.
Yeah, more Space Jam 2 talk. We'll have to hear Drew's talk about what he thinks about Space Jam, which will probably be nothing.
He'll be like, I watched it once. I don't care.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care.
It's usually it.
So get ready for that. Bye.
Bye.